So I had a good idea as to make a book club with my friends. But I didn't just make one, I made three with three separate friend groups. And now it's July and I actually have to read those books. So come with me to read three books, three different book clubs, somehow all in the same genre. The first book club that I'm going to be reading a book from is my book club with you guys, which is the Not Booked and Not Busy book club with Jen, Kaylee, Gabby, and Jackie. And for that, in July, we are reading Love Song by Elle Kennedy. And I am already like 100 pages into this, and I really like it. If you watched The Summer I Turned Pretty, if you watched Off Campus, this book is for you. It is basically The Summer I Turned Pretty vibes with like a vacation house, with off-campus characters. You are in the off-campus world, you get to see those characters you've already fallen in love with, and you get to see the next generation. And in this, we follow our main character Wyatt and Blake. Wyatt is Garrett and Hannah's child, and Blake is John, Logan, and Grace's child. And they are both at the summer lake house for the summer. And they didn't know that each other would be there, and they don't want each other there. And you kind of just get to see them bond again. I'm enjoying it. I haven't picked it up in a bit because I've been busy, but I'm hoping to get through a bit today. Okay, hello. So I have gotten like halfway through Love Song, and I'm enjoying it. I'm not like eager to read it, but when I am, I'm into it. And it's a lot of just like push and pull. Like, it's literally like Olivia Rodrigo, one step forward, 3 steps back. Every time something happens, Wyatt just yanks himself backwards, and it's just annoying. Like, but now they're at a point where they're together, but not. And I'm at the chapter where they're like, that just happened. So I don't know what happens after that. But I'm excited to see. I'm excited. I'm enjoying. We'll see what happens next. Also, Blake, I go back and forth. Actually, Blake and Wyatt, I go back and forth between liking and not liking their characters. Like, I don't know. They're like sweet one second, then annoying the next. I love Beau. Beau's my favorite. Unironically, he's my favorite in the show. In the book, he wasn't as memorable. But I literally looked at, because I knew she had another book coming out in like November, and I looked at who the couple was, and it wasn't Beau, and I was like, I'm hoping it's not another like Windy City situation where I fall in love with Rio, book 2, and then I have to wait till book 5 for his. Like, if Beau's book is 5, or however many the series is going to be, I'm going to be a little agitated, to say the least, because he's my favorite. But since I know who the next couple is, I feel like I'm like paying attention to when they're mentioned, like, more to see if I like them. But I don't know if it's a spoiler, so I'm not going to say who the couple is, but it's public information if you want to Google. I'm sorry if you can hear the AC unit, but I finished Love Song. I think I ended up giving it 4.5 stars. I really like their relationship. I absolutely loved seeing adult Garrett and adult Logan. I think they were my favorite characters in this book, honestly. I loved all of the text messages we got to see, of all the different group chats. Honestly, there wasn't many characters I didn't like. I'm excited for the second book that's coming out in November, because I saw what couple it is. Now I see the reason why the like 50%, and then I didn't like him for like 20%, and then he grew on to be the last like 15 maybe. But I hate when authors can't just make a guy and a girl friends. They have to turn it into something. Like, what happened to platonic friendships? Like, it's like the same thing with Marty and Gilmore Girls when they made him end up liking Rory. Like, what are we doing? I think that this is top 3 Elle Kennedy books. I've now read 8 of hers, and I want to go back and read The Chase and the Off-Campus Diaries. Is that what it's called? Those books before the one comes out in November. And the next book I'm reading for a book club is Just Friends by Haley Pham. This one I'm reading with my friends that I did book club, our school's book club with, and 2 of them have already read it. One of them has read like maybe a quarter, so hopefully I can catch up. The 2 that have read it, they said they liked it though, so I'm excited. And this one's way smaller, so I'm hoping I can finish this between today and tomorrow on the beach. I was on a trip, which I think you saw, and my camera died, and I also just didn't have like much time to like film anyway. But I did read and finish Just Friends by Haley Pham, and it was cute. It wasn't my favorite book. You can definitely tell, first time author. I believe I gave it 3.25 stars, but you are following Blair and Declan. They are childhood best friends that had a fight, and there was, wait, I think that's kind of spoiling, that abrupted their relationship, and then they like didn't talk for 4 years, and then Blair moved back to Seabrook because of her Aunt Lottie getting stage 4 lung cancer, I believe. And then she ends up reconnecting with Declan, and you just see their story come to play. I am a sucker for childhood friends, second chance romances, so I did enjoy it. I love seeing the past chapters, them when they're kids, and it wasn't bad. I had low expectations going into it though, so I think that helped that I didn't have high expectations. This cover is beautiful though, and I'm happy I read it. I believe I gave it a 3.25. This was such a quick read though. I read this in 2 days. With being on the beach and stuff, I was able to easily just get through it. And the next book that I'm going to be reading for my last book club is Lights Out. This is not a genre switch, but like ends of a genre. They're on the opposite. I'm excited to read this. The thing is, I am home. I want to read this. I like reading in the gym. I'm about to go to the gym, and it's on Kindle. So I think I'm going to be bold enough and bring the whole book in. Oh, I forgot to bring a bookmark. Okay, one thing about me is every time I go on vacation, I have to go to some sort of indie bookstore, and I thought I'd give a haul. I went to Browse About Books and More in Rehoboth, and here's what I got. So, book-wise, I got 2 books. So, the first one I got, I saw this cover and knew I had to get it. A Nantucket Fling. Look how beautiful it is. And I looked up the author. She has there was other books by the author there, and just her covers are beautiful. And I just realized they gave me a bookmark, so I could use that. And then I also got Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan. I've been craving an Annabelle Monaghan book. Like, either this, or Not a Love Story, or Dolly All the Time. I've only read one by her, and I'm excited to read this one. Okay. And then I also got some fun stuff, because I was like, okay, I was looking in a different section, and then I came across a end section that was hockey themed. Because there's been 2 big hockey shows recently. So, I got this little pouch. It says book club, it has like skates, and then on the back it says in love with a fictional hockey player. I could tell you at least 10 people that could be about. And then last but not least, I got these Heated Rivalry stickers. So this is skates, and then I'm coming to the cottage and it's a duck. I thought they were cute. I love getting like book stickers. I want to put them on my laptop. I need to do that. Maybe I'll do that when I get home. So I just got done in the gym. I got to chapter 4. I'm gonna try to sum this up in a way that disregards the main factor. So basically our main characters are Allie and Josh. Allie is she works in the ER, and like where they live there's like a bunch of like crazy stuff that goes on. Like every day something crazy comes walking through the door. And then Josh, he is the son of a serial killer, I believe, and his father, who is a serial killer, he just had like a Netflix documentary come out, so like every time he goes into public, he's like always said like, oh, you look so much like this dude, and he just like hates it, like, don't connect me and my father, like, so because he wants to be known as something else other than the son of a serial killer, so he makes a online persona, and Allie is a follower of this account of who this man tries to be, and he finds out, and then he becomes interested in her, because he's like, oh, I've met this girl before. She used to date my roommate. And yeah, that's basically what I've gotten to. So I have 30 pages left of Lights Out. I am loving this book. Like, literally yesterday when I like finally had like time to like read it, ever since I haven't been able to put it down, like, the chapters are long, but they're engaging. And I will say, like, halfway through this book, I feel like it kind of changed paces. Like, the first half kind of has its own vibe, and the second half has its own vibe as well, but they work well together, and it makes sense why this book is 370 pages. But, because, like, going into it, I was like, why is it so long? Like, these pages are huge, like, what could be going on? And now I'm happy everything is going on. And honestly, since it took me a bit to go into it, I don't know if it could be 5 stars, but there's one thing that if it happens, automatic 5 star. Like, I don't read epilogues, and I am willing to read the epilogue to see if this one thing happens. And if it doesn't, I'm gonna be really mad that I wasted my time, and it might get booted down some stars. But I don't know what to say without spoiling. So first half, our main characters meet. You get to see how their relationship begins. And I feel like it's very rare nowadays to see a relationship start so early on in a book. And while I was at the beach today, I was like surprised because this slow burn on the back. See that? Because I would not call this a slow burn. They are together 90% of the book. And with there being 30 pages left until epilogue, and there's no signs of like a third act breakup, I am so excited because I absolutely hate a third act breakup. It will ruin a book for me. Like, just have them get together later on. It's very rare that a third act breakup like actually makes sense. And I feel like even this, there was like nothing that felt like it was. The third act is the whole second half of the book with the plot. And I don't know, I'm just really intrigued by this. Like, I feel like there's two sides of dark romance. Half this book is one side, the other half is the other. And I get the hype. Like, book 2 and book 3, they're about to be ordered and will be read as soon as they come in the mail. Like, I need to, I'll have to look up who those characters are about, because I have like no ideas. I think, I feel like the only character in this book that would make sense for it to be is either Tyler or Veronica, because those are the only ones I remember. Unless it's like her family, like Junior or someone. She has been completed. I did not read that blog. I thought I was going to. I skimmed it. Didn't feel like reading it. I never read epilogues. Only in fantasy books, and only if they're like 5 pages or less and I'm curious enough. I loved this book. I loved that Allie and Josh, they are together the whole time. And it's just like refreshing. Like, you never see a couple together for the entirety of the book. And I looked up who the next book is about. It is about Junior, which I'm excited to see more of him. I liked him in this book. And then I did look at who the third book is, and it is the other guy that I thought it could be. The girl I thought could have been one of them, she's not. The girls, I didn't recognize their names. But I'm like kind of sad I'm done. But the last chapter I was like kind of disappointed. Like, it was important. I like how the end, it kind of brought everything together, because they finally like brought up his videos again. Like, I was like waiting for that. I'm in between a 4.5 or 4.75. I figured I'd sleep on it, see how much I thought about it, and then give a rating. But I will be reading the next books. Like, this is my favorite dark romance that I've read. I don't even know what to say. Like, it was a good book. The last chapter, they did like say in the book how it's kind of like Gilmore Girls, and I agree. It was literally like a Friday night dinner at Emily and Richard's house, and it was just nice seeing everything come together. All the loose ends got pulled together, and honestly, I love Josh. Like, he he's making the top book boyfriend list. And I love Allie too. But I just feel like I just like had so much fun enjoying this that it's gonna get a high rating. But I can point out flaws. Like, I know they like gave reasons, just I don't understand why like they kind of like she wasn't at work. Like, we didn't hear either of like I feel like about their jobs really, like him with his like videos and her with her work. Like, I don't know, I just feel like we could have seen at least it shown like once in the later chapters. I don't know. But I'm sad it's over. This video's over. I've done all my July reads. It is July 23rd, so I did not read them too fast. Hopefully August will be better. I think me and my friends decided that the book club I read this for, we're going to do one book every 2 months instead. So August I only have 2 books to read, which I'm not mad about. That is all for this video. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys back when it's August and I'm reading my August reads. If you want to read with me and some of my friends, you can always join our book club. Not Booked and Not Busy on Fable. We decided what our August read is. Our August read is, and it is Things We Leave Unfinished by Rebecca Yarros. I think that's the title. I don't know, I'm excited about it. Keep reading.